Hello students, the topic is Introduction to AI. Now it starts with what is intelligence. Now intelligence can be defined as a capability, a concept of reasoning, adapting and solving some problems. Humans are intelligent, but computers are very good in computing things. For imagine, suppose into base into height. It is invented by human because humans are intelligent. But in case of calculating the area of a triangle, computers are faster and more accurate than humans. But computer cannot invent the formula. The area of the area of triangle is half into base into height. So it is an intelligent behavior. For example, suppose both of us are playing chess. I am playing chess with a human. Chess is an intelligent game. But imagine you are playing chess with a computer. So when you are playing chess with a computer, that means computers also predicting your moves, and according to your movement in the board, it is calculating its next movement. So it is a concept of intelligent behavior. Now if you look at this picture, there is a picture of a bus. You can easily say the bus is moving from the left to right side of the screen. So it is moving from the left to right. Now again, this is the picture of a bus. Can you see? Can you tell me in which direction the bus is moving? It is very difficult to tell. But if you look at this picture of this bus, you will find that there is no door. There is no door. Door is missing. So where is the door? Door is in the opposite side. So the bus is moving from the left to right side. In this case, same case. The door is in the opposite side. Hence, the bus is moving from the left to right side. So this is the concept of intelligence. Now, what is happening in recent years? Machines are become intelligent. The way humans interact with other humans, similarly, we are trying to mimic the concept of machine is interacting with the humans the way human interact with the humans. If you look at the Tesla robots, recently some robots that is manufactured by Tesla, you can see the robots look like humanoids and they communicate with humans. And this is an intelligent robot. Now, concept of human intelligence. If you look at the right side, there is a picture. Picture says humans have some kinds of intelligence. The first one is linguistic. Now, what is linguistic? Linguistics means suppose some people are very good with juggling the words. They can arrange words very well. They are very good in linguistics. Now, body kinesthetic. Now, body kinesthetic means a certain body part of your is working very good. Say, for example, think of a football player whose right foot is more powerful than the left foot. Like if you think of Messi is a left-sided player, correct? He is using his left foot more than the right foot. So that is the concept of kinesthetic. Now think of interpersonal skill. So when you communicate with other people, so this is the concept of interpersonal skill, and it is an intelligent behavior. If you look at the speech of Barack Obama and the way our Prime Minister Narendra Modi talk, their interpersonal skill are very good. Next, think of say musical. Musical means say A.R. Rahman. A.R. Rahman is a musical genius. He can compose music that touches our heart. So it is an intelligent behavior. Spatial is there. Intrapersonal. Intrapersonal means we'll find some people, they always motivate themselves. Like when everybody is saying, say Dhoni should retire, but Dhoni continuously saying to himself that I should score more run in the next match. So they are very good people with some very good interpersonal skills. Now logical reasoning, some people are very good with mathematics. Like Ramanujan. Ramanujan has an exceptional mathematical skill. Next is naturalistic. Means some people are very good in natural activities. Like never you have learned any kind of dance anywhere, but you dance very well. You never learn any kind of drawing, but you are drawing a picture very well. So it's a naturalistic. You never learn photography, nowhere. But when you are given a camera, you are taking excellent pictures. So this comes to the naturalistic concept. Now comes the definition of AI. AI refers to the domain of computer science focused on creating systems capable of performing functions typically associated with human cognition. This includes abilities like decision making, pattern recognition, predictive analysis, autonomous learning. Autonomous learning means a machine started learning automatically. For example, self-driving car. Correct. It is learning how to move in the left side, in the right side, where to stop according to the signal, how to sense what are the car around his certain radius. So it is a kind of autonomous learning. Now pattern recognition, we will definitely learn what is pattern recognition. Pattern recognition means, so there are some pictures of animals, like you can identify which one is cat, which one is dog. Similarly, if I show a picture to a computer vision program can identify this one is a cat, this one is a dog, this one is an elephant. So it can identify a pattern. When a system can independently emulate behaviors such as reasoning, learning from experiences, and adjusting to new data input, it is the concept of AI. So the definition is given here. You can go through it. Now I am showing an example of how machines become intelligent and real life examples of some intelligent activity. Like I got this story from the internet where a woman uploaded her all medical records to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT identified that she had cancer before the doctor recognizes the disease, identifies the disease. So machines are becoming more intelligent, and in recent cases we will find that in health areas, healthcare industries is using AI in an extensive way. Like a few days ago, I was checking the internet and find that without extracting blood from your body, just recognizing your face, the machine can identify your blood group. Machine can identify your hemoglobin quantity and all these things. India is working on this news. Definitely I'll post this in the video in near future. So I gave one example of this. Okay, look at the new case. Another one. AI could help investigating of Boston Marathon bombing. What happens few years ago in 2013? There was a bombing in Boston Marathon. Now what FBI did? FBI scanned all the nearby CCTV, and after analyzing all the CCTV and the behavior of humans moving in the frame, they have identified the culprits, and they have found the people from the mass movement, and they were given the punishment. So they use AI. Now question is how much data the CCTV has produced. It produced huge amount of data. From that data, it is impossible for a human to identify the bombers. But AI could solve this problem very fast. So this is another useful case of AI. Now, credit card used by some company like American Express, they use AI before they issue the credit card. How it is happening? The students of computer science, students learning the AI, they know it very well. There are some algorithms, some mathematics are there. It's not required at present, but you learn they use AI to identify to whom we can issue the credit card and what is the maximum amount of credit limit. Correct. Now think of Netflix. So if you watch Netflix, you will find that Netflix continuously suggests movies in your app. Like I watch horror movies in Netflix. So every time I open Netflix, I find that some horror movies are there in the Netflix window. What is happening by Netflix? What is Netflix is doing? Netflix is basically analyzing your watching pattern and identifying your movie likes. According to your likes, it has an algorithm and it bringing all the horror movies from the database, and it is showing in front of you, so that you never stop the subscription of Netflix. Same thing happens with the Facebook, and the same thing happens with the YouTube also. In case of YouTube, if you watch a video, you'll find that similar kind of videos start floating in your dashboard. Same thing happens with the Reels with the Facebook also. Okay, I have already explained this concept: verbal linguistic intelligence, logical, spatial. I have already explained this. You can pause the screen and can read it. Okay, now I have already explained this. So what is your task? You can pause the screen and can go through it. Now, understanding the intelligence in context of AI, like recognizing spoken words and synthesizing speech. Think of Siri and Google Home. When you say, okay Google, what is the time? It can understand you are asking for time. It will tell you the time. Correct? Think in case of Siri. Now you are standing in front of in the central of the Kolkata and asking, what is the best food house nearby? So it will identify the best food house nearby. Next is interpreting images and visual inputs. Correct? Like it can identify a bus, it can identify a car, it can identify a scooter. Next is understanding languages and responding appropriately. There are some devices that can translate the language. Suppose you are moving outside India in Japan. You can use a device and can say something in Hindi, and that device can translate that Hindi words into Japanese languages. And if somebody says something in Japanese, again this machine will convert this Japanese into Hindi. It is possible. And according to context of AI, there are few more points are given. At present, you just need to memorize these points. Now, question is how humans make decisions. Like you leave your home and this is your home and there is your school. Now you can go to school from home. There are three different ways. The first one is you can go to metro station, take a metro and go to school, or you can take a taxi and go to school. Next, or you can take a bus or you can go to school. Now, based on the situations, like suppose you have an examination. And you need to reach to the examination hall within time. So, according to these three options, like metro station, a taxi and a bus, which one you should avail? You have to make a decision. And that is the concept of humans making decisions. And definitely I'll take a taxi during examination to reach my venue, not the metro. Why? Because suppose you are in the underground and there is something happening, something happens. So you will be stuck in the underground. So there is no way you can reach to the examination hall within time. The best part is take a taxi. If there is a problem, you will drop and take another option and you can reach to the examination hall very fast. But not through the metro way. Bus, definitely it will take longer time. So next is the framework of decision making. The first one is define the situation. That's just now I told you there is examination. I need to reach in school within time. Next is collect information. Now what are the options available in front of me? I can avail bus, I can avail train, or I can avail taxi. Now I have to consider all the alternatives. Next is evaluate the options. Now I have to identify which option has a better outcome. Now choose the best option. What I find that the fastest way I can reach to the school is by taxi. This is the best option. Next is what I'll do. I'll open my mobile phone and open that particular app to book a taxi and I'll try to reach to school very fast. And reflect on your outcome. Basically, I'll check how much time it takes. Now, it will definitely give you an approximate time how fast you can reach to school. And in reality, we'll match with that. We'll try to match that data with the previously estimated time that these two are matching or not, basically. Next comes machine learning. Machine learning is basically when machines start learning. Now, what is machine learning? Machine learning example is self-driven car. Now, when you are driving a car, you need to know what is brake, what is clutch, what is accelerator. You have to continuously look at the left mirror and the right mirror, as well as the front side of the car, and you have to also consider the movement of other cars in the road. But imagine a machine that can, I should say, understand the movement of all cars, all vehicles, all traffic lights, all signals, all zebra crossing, and moving and driving effortlessly from source to destination. That means a driverless car is a machine that has an intelligence, and it is using that intelligence to drive itself from source to destination. So what is the core concept? The core concept is you need huge amount of data to train the machine. Okay, for example, I'm giving a simple example of this. Suppose I'm uploading some question paper, board paper 2022, 23, 24 and 25 to a machine. And if I ask this machine, after analyzing all these questions paper from 22 to 25, can you give me a suggestion for 2026? Yes, it is possible nowadays. You'll find that the machine is giving you a suggestion. So what machine is doing? Machine is analyzing the question pattern in the year 22, 23, 24 and 25 and segregating it like 22 is a even year, 24 is an even year, and trying to find in the even year what kind of question is coming. In the odd year, what kind of questions are coming. So after analyzing all this data, it creates a model. When my question is, can you give me a suggestion on 2026? So based on this model, it tried to predict you the suggestion. Now question is, if you give 4 years, the suggestion will be suppose 30% correct. If you give last 10 years, you may get a 90% perfect suggestion. But again, it is not a foolproof because computers do not prepare question paper. Human intelligence comes. So you cannot compete with the human intelligence. But to some extent, you can get some idea around 30-40%. You can predict that this kind of question is coming in the year 2026. So what machine is learning? Machine takes 4 years of data or 10 years of data. After analyzing all this data, it tried to create a model, and that model work on creating the suggestion of 2026. And if it is possible, then I am saying that a machine is an intelligent machine. Now, what are the examples of this use case boundaries? Now, first one is digital voice assistant, navigating tools like Google Maps. Now, nobody asks where is EduBest. Now, everybody type EduBest in Google Map and reach to the destination. Health monitoring application, for example, the smart watch that you wear, video games, all these are use cases of AI. Now, which one is not an AI? You can pause and you can read. Automatic washing machine, smart air conditioner, smart TV. These are not an intelligent machine. These are previously programmed machine. It follows some program and it executes, but it is not an intelligent one. Now the definition comes. There are some definitions by Niti Aayog, World Economic Forum, European AI Commissions. You can pause and you can read. But the most favorable one that I like most is given here. AI is a branch of computer science that aims to create systems or machines capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. These tasks include learning from experience, understanding natural languages, recognizing patterns, solving problems, and making decisions. That means the way human work, human move, human decides, a machine is doing the same way. That means it is an intelligent behavior. Now, why this is called an artificial intelligence? Because machine has no brain. You have a brain, there is neurons, there is dendron, all these things that you have studied in class 10, I think. But humans can decide, analyze a problem, can recognize a problem. But if a machine is doing this, machine has only chips and CPUs. So if a machine is doing the same thing, that means it is an intelligent behavior by an artificial machine. That's why it is known as artificial intelligence. Now if you look at this picture, this core components of AI is machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning is a subset of AI, where deep learning is a subset of AI and machine learning. So what is machine learning? It is a subfield of AI that allows systems to learn from data. Now what is deep learning? It is a further subset of ML that mimics the neural structure of human brain to process large volumes of data. Now what are the foundations of AI? You will find it is used in healthcare, finance, education, retail, manufacturing, transportation, and all these points are given. Like today, you are familiar with the robotic surgeries. Robotic surgeries use huge amount of AI. Like fraud detection. If there is any financial fraud, it uses AI to find the fraud. Education is now heavily dependent on artificial intelligence. We use ChatGPT and other AI tools to generate pictures and notes and everything. Retail, it helps the company to identify the most profitable customer. The best part is when you buy something from a retail store, they will always collect your phone number and the amount of money you spend a particular product. They correlate it and find the most profitable customers, and you get that kind of SMS or WhatsApp message in your mobile phone. So this happens in the AI world. Now machine learning has two things. One is training phase, another one is testing phase. The first part is training. Correct. Now think of children. Now think of a child. The first part is training. Correct. We first teach a child how to sit, how to walk. Next is testing phase. Now we leave their hand and ask them to walk alone. The first one is training. First we train the machine. Next we test whether the training is perfect or not. In these cases, there are three important learning methods. One is supervised learning, unsupervised learning. Another one is reinforcement learning. Now, principal applications of ML, like can pause this screen and can read Amazon, Netflix, all these points are there. Fraud detection in banking. For the last few minutes, I'm trying to explain these points and already explained somewhere. So pause this screen and read it. Now there is a difference between AI and ML. Obviously, there is a difference. Again, you can pause this screen and can read difference between AI and ML. I've already explained the concept of Alexa, Siri and Google Home. They are voice activated assistant and can listen to your instructions and can perform accordingly. Now everyday applications of AI, search engine, Google. When you type something in the Google, you'll find that it is giving you some text suggestions. Like if you write Java, you'll find that it is giving you suggestions like Java Notes, Java PDF, Java Book. It gives you suggestion. So how this comes? Simple thing. These are the keywords searched by various people all over the world in the Google. So Google has a pool of this and it displays that in front of you. Visual assistant, virtual assistant, online food ordering, entertainment, financial services, fraud prevention. So these are the things that is possible. Customer support chatbots. Most of the chatbots used AI. Just buy something from the Flipkart. No human will interact with you in the chatbot. A machine will interact with you in the chatbot. Gaming industry and all these points. Email, communication, surveillance, security. Now there are some learning based approach: supervised learning, unsupervised learning and reinforcement learning. Sorry, my power is almost 19% available, so I need to plug in. Hence, there is a pause. Now, in supervised learning, I am giving you some use cases like house price prediction. What will be the price of an house in a particular locality that a machine can predict? Disease diagnosis. So, if you put some age, gender, symptoms, test result, and some medical history to a computer and of a particular person, it can easily identify what may be the disease. So these are the concept of supervised learning. I am explaining this with the picture. Look at this picture. This picture has some pictures of cow. It is labeled, cow. There are some pictures of cat. It is labeled. This one is cat. In this picture again, this one is labeled as dog. Now I upload a picture. And my question is, what is this? The answer is dog. So it is supervised learning. In supervised learning, you will find that the input has a label. Now you can see it is marked with cow, it is marked with cat, it is marked with dog. So it is labeled. Correct. So it has a label, and if I input something, it will find the output based on the input label. Correct. So it is written here. Supervised learning is a type of machine learning where model learns from the labeled data. Labeled, I told you, labeled data. You can pause the screen and can easily understand what is labeled data. So here is a picture of supervised learning. There is some raw input data. There is some algorithm. The data is fed into the system. After processing, you can see it is segregating the red color, the green color and the violet color. That is the story of supervised learning. So there are some algorithms of supervised learning like logistic regression, decision tree, support vector mechanisms, machines. So these are some popular supervised learning. At present, in-depth knowledge is not required. You just remember these algorithms. It belongs to supervised learning. Training and testing data. I told you few minutes ago that first you need to train the machine, then give some data and check whether according to your training the machine is behaving in the expected way or not. If it is working in the expected way, that means it is trained well. Now there are some there are some advantages of supervised learning. There are some limitations of supervised learning also. So you can pause the screen and can read it. Now real life applications are there. Healthcare, finance, retail, education, everyone is using this supervised learning concepts. Now in case of unsupervised learning, you see the labels are missing. Labels are missing. In the previous picture, I am again scrolling it. if you look at this one has label, na, cow, cat and dog. But in this case, there is no label. It is a dog, again this one is a dog, and again this one is a dog. But my question is something different. There is no label, but I tried to find a hidden pattern in the data. So in this case, see the first picture where my mouse is moving, you find that there is a white dog. Now my question is, from these three pictures, can you isolate the white dog, the black dog and the brown dog? If the machine can do this. So it is trying to find the hidden pattern and unlabeled data. Data is unlabeled here and it's trying to find a hidden pattern. What is the hidden pattern? Hidden pattern in this picture is white dog, the brown dog, black dog. Correct? So these are the concept of unsupervised learning. Again, the same picture, but it tried to find the hidden pattern in the data. Now, again, it has two things, now clustering and another one is written here. You can pause the screen and can read it. Discovering hidden pattern in the data is the core concept of unsupervised learning. Now, the definition is given here, characteristics are given, no predefined labels. As I told you, in supervised learning, it was cat, cow, dog. But in case of unsupervised learning, all were dog, but no labeled were mentioned. So this is the characteristics of unsupervised learning. Obviously, the difference is given here. You can pause and you can read it. In case of supervised learning, requires labeled data by domain experts. Domain expert is required to identify this one is cat, this one is dog, this one is cow. But in case of unsupervised learning, minimum supervision is required. Model discovers what is the insight of the data. Correct? So human intervention is minimum here. Now the strength of supervised learning, unsupervised learning is already mentioned here. You can pause this screen and can remember and work on this. When to use unsupervised learning? This is a very important one. You have data but no predefined categories or labels. Then you use unsupervised learning. As there is unlabeled data, you use unsupervised learning. You want to explore the structure and composition of your data set. Again, you use unsupervised learning, and these are the points. You can pause and can read it. Real world examples of unsupervised learning. Suppose in supervised learning and unsupervised learning, in both the cases, you will find that it is used in the healthcare, cybersecurity, social media, search engine, everywhere. Both are used in the marketing, healthcare, cybersecurity, social media, search engine. All are using the same concepts, supervised learning as well as the unsupervised learning in different ways. So here comes the summary that you can read, understand by pausing the screen, and thank you for listening.